Good morning everyone, welcome back to Hearthstone. My name is Rooster and we're playing Face Hunter today. It's been long overdue, I guess. If I want to give any decent what's the word? Any decent overview of what the meta is like right now, and what decks should sort of work at the very least, and I cannot really skip this deck. And it's been, well, I think it's one of the very few decks that I haven't covered yet. Well, one of the very few popular decks at the very least. Yeah. So, Face Hunter, I'm sure we've all faced the Face Hunter, right? It's a linear deck, but it does have its nuances, especially in the more interesting matchups. And this is a start that is not entirely obvious, and I think this should be the play, which allows us to actually deal with that. Even if he owls it, it's not great. Yeah. So this is the only way we're going to efficiently deal with that. So that's okay. And we might also silence that right now. But that does offer the alpha trait right now. But I don't hate silencing this right now. We'll risk it. I think we'll risk it. Let's just build up a board, and if he gets a 4/4, then that's okay. He kills a 2/1, he gets a 4/4, but we can still bow it down or something like that. Oh, and that's probably fine. We can silence that. That is not, well, we don't have to silence that. That's actually pretty good for him. Okay, I'll give him that. That's actually pretty good. Would it be time to start going face here? What happens if I get a Misha? Misha's not all. I mean a Leok. What would happen if I get a Leok here? That's still not all that great. No. I think it's time to start going face, because these weapons are burning a hole in my pockets. This is the moment where we start losing board control, and that's just, yeah. It happened a little sooner than I expected. I was kind of seeing maybe an, okay, yeah, you take your trades, that's fine. So I can at least silence that guy, I can kill the other one, and then it's still reasonably okay, right? Yeah. I don't like silencing this one, but it's just something we have to do, I think. And does allow us to squeeze in a hero power, so that's okay, but yeah, we did lose board control like one turn sooner than I would have liked, so that's a little disappointing. But there's no way that we could have made those trades and then still ended up on top of the board. That's just not going to happen, and it's important when you play Face Hunter to actually recognize that situation, where it's just not feasible to go for the board anymore. So in this case, also, we could actually do a trade here, but it's still not great. Does he have a good trade into the Knife Juggler? Yes, he does, if he has the 2/1 up. So I don't think... I think playing the Knife Juggler here is wrong. We should probably just Eagle Horn again. These Voidwalkers are really tanky, by the way. That's a little annoying. As long as he doesn't have another Argus, then we should be okay. What happens if I Knife Juggler here? No, if I played Knife Juggler, I should have traded the Haunted Creeper into the 2/1, and that's also a valid play, but I like this one a little bit better. You can trade the board in, but that's still a little ugly. Though he would want to... Ooh, that's a big one. We can hold out. We can hold out for just a bit. I think we may have this. Yeah. So, Animal Companion here, yeah, this will likely still be available later. The Knife Juggler could work next turn, so I think this is just a... Is this lethal? No, it's not, but it's pretty damn close. So I think we just get the heart to deal damage in first, Meaning any damage that can be blocked with a taunt. That's important to get it out of the way first, and then next turn we should have Quick Shot plus Hero Power lethal. And unless he has something like double power overwhelming, we'll survive, and that will be fine. Isn't it just wonderful? This is also hilarious, by the way. Let's actually not do that. I'm not sure how that could have gone wrong, but let's not try it. Let's not try it. I mean, if we spawn 6 things and then the knives hit the boombots and then no, I don't think that could have gone wrong. But I just don't want to risk losing in that situation because we would have definitely been dead next turn. So that's something to keep in mind. That opponent does not like life right now. That's just the way it goes against this deck. It doesn't feel very, let's say, interactive. And Face Hunter is basically a deck in the same vein as something like Murloc Paladin or so. It has a couple of really good matchups and then a couple of really, really bad matchups. And that makes the deck feel a little predetermined. Like the choices you're making in the game do not really impact your chance of winning all that much. It's mostly if you have a good matchup, then it's very hard to screw up, and if you have a bad matchup, then it's really hard for your skill to still matter in your chances of winning. So yeah, that's basically how it works. Is that another Mana Worm now? Oh boy. Okay, so we've lost the board starting on turn 2 here, or my opponent's turn 1. And that's actually pretty bad. That's not a situation you want to find yourself in, but it is the situation we are in now. We could play the Knife Juggler, and that could be better. It might incentivize our opponent to trade into it, and that would be okay with me. Yeah. I think that's actually a trade that's still good for us, so unless she has something like a Frostbolt or a Flame Cannon, then we might just as well get it out of the way, right? And that's a little brave, I'll admit. Let's see, do we have a punish here? Well, we have a punish in the way that we just go face instead. But I'm not sure if that's a race we are actually going to win, considering our opponent does have a nice little tempo advantage already. So we could charge the Wolf Rider into there, and then let our opponent take the trade with the Mad Scientist. Or we could just not go... I don't like it. I don't like it, but it may just be... yeah, let's SMOrc it up. I don't like it, but I don't think playing for the board here has any real merit. Another Arcane Intellect or something could really crush us right now, but yeah, that's just the way it is. We're not going to win a boards-based game here. I don't hate silencing that, by the way. Could also play the Abusive. Well, if she duplicates anything, it'll be a 2-1, so that's fine. Let's first check, and we might even want to kill command that. Let me think about that. Okay, since it's Mirror Entity, I will actually silence that, and then we'll see how we'll end up. I still don't like this situation here, and I guess Tempo Mage is not all that great of a matchup, to be honest. Another secret, so that might be a counterspell, or just a Mirror Entity again. And that is a point where I'm a little disappointed with my choice of playing both of those things. Let's just see if this is a Mirror Entity. It is. That is probably okay. So the real question now is, what do we do? Do we just kill command face? How much damage does she have? She has 7? So that means I'm dead in like 2 turns, or perhaps 1 turn if she has a fireball and something else. There's no way I'm trading here though, so what would be the best way? If I deal 2 to face now, then I have... No, I don't have enough. It's not looking pretty for us anyway. No, I think we've already lost this one, but I do think... Is it actually valuable to get the kill command out of the way right now? It might incentivize her to trade into the Haunted Creeper, which is good for us. So that's one thing. Maybe if we would have traded the Wolf Rider into the Mana Worm, would that have made a difference? A noticeable difference? I don't know. I have to say, I honestly don't know. Is there anything we can draw to save us here? She has another 7 damage on the board, so any spell basically kills us. I think we just have to... yeah. We weren't going to win with face damage here, so yeah, if she has a fireball, then that's game over. But that's the way it is. Tempo Mage is rough. That's well played. That was a rough start. Maybe I should have considered that. I don't know. Bad matchups are tricky to play. To eke out a decent-ish win percentage against an opponent that is really a really good matchup against you, that's the hard part. Winning the easy matchups is not that hard. Although I suppose that also goes the other way. If you are in a really good matchup, then it still takes some skill to not lose in the situations where your opponent actually has a chance despite the bad matchup. So that's a tricky one. I think you throw everything in favor of a 1-drop, right? Although against Warlock I don't want any of these cards. If it's a Zoo Warlock. The Owl might be decent, but that's just about everything? Yeah. So the thing to be worried about is would be a turn 1 Voidwalker or something. That really holds the fort nicely. So let's see what we're up against. Looks like it's Zoo just without Voidwalkers, so that's probably good for us. Next question would be, do we silence that? And I think we don't. That already gives us birth control. That's hilarious. We could coin out the Animal Companion and perhaps have board control for just yeah that works. So we could have board control for 1 or 2 more turns with the Misha here, and that's all we need. We just need board control for 1 or 2 turns. That's plenty. Okay, power overwhelming on that thing, and that gives him 2 1/1s, and the board is gone. All right. So now the question becomes, in what order do we play our cards? I think we want to play one of the weapons, so that means probably the Eagle Horn though. We've got a silence to take care of a possible taunt, so that's good. And playing the Wolf Rider is not all that great, because he just gets to trade one of his 1/1s in. So that's acceptable. And him not getting rid of the Owl immediately is good news for us. So I like that. So silence this one. Yeah, always silence that one. Always hit this one. And then the question becomes, what do we actually play here? And I think the answer is just the Hero Power. Because again, board presence doesn't really accomplish anything. So playing the Leper Gnome is just going to inflict 2 damage on face, and that's all. I think that's actually a mistake in case of Unleash the Hounds. But I could be wrong, of course. In this case, we might want to consider Glaive Sukaing one of his minions. That sounds ridiculous. I'm not sure why. Why would I consider that? Well, I guess it still gets 4 damage on his face right away, and that's kind of important, but he still gets to trade his 1-1 or his 2-1 in. But it does improve... Yeah, I don't think that's actually ridiculous. So in that case we could kill this to incentivize him to... Or do we just go for the kill? I think we... No, face damage is too important here. I need to get the weapons through before he taunts again. I think that's important enough. Getting more minions on his side of the board also... Well, it does cheapen his Sea Giants, which is an actual concern. But we might be able to outrace him here. Not quite sure though. Let's see, we have 2, we have 6. Does he have lethal on us next turn? That's 9, that's 11, that's 13. So he has lethal with +4. That is a little concerning, but is there anything we can do about that right now? I am not sure. I think we actually just need to get some damage in here, and just not be concerned about power overwhelming right now, because it's just too costly. Actually, we could quick shot. We could quick shot something, but that loses our chance of getting lethal next turn, I think. Yeah, we just have to run the risk. We just have to run the risk. Because quick-shotting a minion right now would mean that I cannot hero power, so he's still on 5, and I don't have a quick-shot in hand anymore. I have no way of killing off my own Leper Gnome. So yeah, he just needs 4 damage, and that means he needs another... Yeah, that works. Alright.
Well played.
There was a decent chance of me winning here, but didn't work out. Did not work out, but I do think the call of going face is the correct one. Because that's the way you win, and not the way you don't lose. You probably have heard that phrase before. So this is not going all that well. I'll be the first to admit that. But yeah, Face Hunter just isn't really my kind of thing. I was kind of hoping for some better matchups. I'm not sure whether Zoo is actually a good matchup. Is it? No, I think it's slightly below average if I had to hazard a guess, but I'm not really good at that sort of thing. Alright, multiple 2s is not bad if you're on 2nd. I don't think I want the Wolf Rider, I just want some more options. But all of these cards look pretty good, yeah. Oh, drawing the Explosive Trap is not that great though. Because we are running only 2 traps, that means the Mad Scientist might not get any benefit at all, and that would be a little annoying. Against Druids, Mad Scientist is going to get a Snake Trap, which could also be a little awkward, but let's get these Hunted Creepers out first. They're actually reasonable with the Knife Juggler, so that could be okay. I'm not sure if that's worth going out, by the way. We'll see about that. I think we're getting out the Scientist now. No need to put the Knife Juggler into danger. Especially because he's going to be playing a Keeper here, I think.
I must safeguard the land.
Silencing, I think? Yes, and that is fine with us. We are perfectly okay with that, because, well, no, it's still a little disappointing, but it's okay. We're not trading in here. No, that's ridiculous. Trading in would be ridiculous. Do we play the Juggler here, though? No. No, I think the answer is no. I think we just play another creeper and go face. I would have liked a 3 here, to be perfectly honest with you. But this board is still pretty awkward for him to deal with. So he could trade the keeper into one of the spiders and then swipe, but that's not that great for him. Killing that is fine. Okay, so let's see what's up now. We could actually juggle and kill this board, which means we die horribly to swipe, but it doesn't seem to be the worst idea. Interesting. I don't hate playing the juggler here.
Put this apple on your head.
Let's just see what happens. Oh, kills that. I don't think there's a real need to trade in the other guy. I'll let my opponent do that for us. And this is not a very obvious explosive trap. So he might be tempted to just trade here, or he might swipe. And that's still a reasonable explosive trap next. Oh, that's pretty good. Actually, well, maybe not. No, actually. That's actually pretty bad for us. Because the thing would have died anyway, so that's the worst. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Well played.
Well, that's pretty bad, right? Yeah, that's exactly not what we want to see here. There's no way we're playing the elf for tempo here, I think. Oh, we have not done a lot of face damage yet. That doesn't look too pretty. Okay, we better hurry that up. These cards are all terrible. Why are these cards in my deck? Do I silence a boombot? No, I have to save that for a taunt, right? So I'm always doing this, I'm always going face. I'm never killing a boombot. And I think I'm just pressing hero power? Do I silence a boombot, really? No, I can't. I can never silence a boombot, no. That's ridiculous. So he always trades a boombot here, and that's fine with us. We do have a decent amount of damage. Ooh, that was unexpected. Alright. So we could very well be dead next turn, especially since he reaches 9 mana then, but there's not much we can do about that, so we just have to set up for two-turn lethal, I think. So he has 12, he has 13 damage on the board already. I think that's just the way to go. Not much we can do about that. So we need the bow to be able to do that much damage, so I think we just bow and hero power and quick shot face. And that's the way we deal lethal next turn. Pretty much always, as long as he doesn't kill us right now, which is a definite possibility, but this is the only way we're actually going to win this game. Because if we don't do it this way, then we're never going to win. So he needs to have a drawer to win, or a force of nature. But the Harrison is curious.
I must safeguard the land.
Oh, is that? That's not. Or swipe, or force of nature, or whatever. All right, yeah, that works.
Well played.
Okay, you've shown it. Okay. yeah, no kill like overkill, right? No kill like overkill. All right. Well, that didn't go too well. I was playing Freeze Mage earlier today, and I was getting all kinds of the worst matchups. Been facing Patron Warriors. What else did I face? Reno Locks, Zulocks, all kinds of stuff. I was expecting to have an actual easier time with the Face Hunter here, but it's not looking too pretty right now. What have we done? We've won 1 and then we lost 3, right? That's not good. That is not good. Let's see. That is an actual curve. I would like some more options to play on turn 3, I think. Yeah. But the Creeper is definitely not bad. Okay, let's see what kind of Warlock we're up against. That's not a bad draw. Alright, let's see. Let us actually see. Maybe I should have played the Juggler sooner against the Druid.
Why do you call?
Could be the right call, I don't know. Let's keep this stealthed for just a minute. Because it's not really accomplishing anything right now. And if we Animal Companion next turn, then we could actually do some decent stuff. So that's good. I do like that. And worst comes to worst, we can just trade both of them into the Voidwalker. But I would really hate that to happen. Okay, so this is a situation where I would prefer Leok, I think. Which is actually strange, but this is also fine. I think I'll hit one and not the other. Because he would have to trade everything or just have a buff and then he can trade that and trigger the secret. I don't know about that. Oh, if this is explosive then that would have been pretty bad for me. Yeah, I think that would have been pretty bad for me. Okay, so do we silence the taunt here? I'm pretty sure the answer is no. We could silence the egg, and that might be important? I don't know. This doesn't seem too good for me. Let's just play double Creeper. So we can get some trades going next turn. I think I like that. This Morgan Infiltrator has done absolutely nothing yet. Pretty amazing. At least he can't pop the egg with an abusive sergeant, so that's good. Taps. Okay. So he thinks he's in control, right? He thinks he's in control. Well, let's show him. Let's actually show him. So we Juggler. And I actually think we silence the taunt right now. We need to get some trades going. If it pops the egg, that's actually awful, but... Oh, and there's no guarantee of us killing the Juggler then, isn't? No. So we have to silence the taunt here. That's not awful. Okay, let's trade one and see where it goes. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, time to go face then. And here come the Sea Giants. Observe. Oh, actually, Snake Trap is really awful right now. I am so bad at playing Face Hunter, it's ridiculous. Why am I so bad at playing this deck? It shouldn't require any thought. I got one snake out of that. That's amazing. And he gets to pop the egg. Yeah. Why am I having such a hard time at just going face? It's ridiculous. Do I pop that? I don't know. This is awful again. I do think we play everything, right? I'm pretty sure we do. So in that case, do we pop... We can't pop the Creeper, right? And he knows what's up. Okay, we just go for it. We have to deal with face damage somehow. It's not going to do us any favors to wait for too long. So that would incentivize him to trade away at least the 2-1. But that has to go into a 2-2 or something. We don't get a secret out of that though. That's pretty bad. Okay, he checked for freezing, checked for snakes, and face. That's fine. Sea Giant goes face, and we still have a chance to win this one. Although it would have to happen next turn. So actually we don't. So actually we don't have a chance to win this one, unless we kill the Sea Giant, which we can't. Alright, well that was a fun game.
Well fought. I concede.
Sulaks are hard, man. Wow. I wasn't expecting to have so much trouble with them, but wow. The Sea Giants are just wrecking me. Maybe I'm just approaching this from the wrong angle, but I'm not having my I'm not having the time of my life here. Wow. Okay, so what are we doing wrong? Are we not SMOrcing enough? Are we just not SMOrcing enough? What are the actual good matchups for this deck? Because I don't think Warrior is good. Maybe it actually is. Maybe it actually is. Okay, let's keep the Sergeant here. I do think the Sergeant is valuable. Getting a secret is a little awkward, but as long as we're not running this straight into Death Rites or something, then we should be okay. We'll see about it. We might not want to run the Leopard Gnome straight out into Fiery War Axe and actually wait for the Snake Trap to... we can still turn 2 Snake Trap and then turn 3 Abusive and it'll be sort of okay. I don't hate it. If he has an axe, then he has an axe, and there's not much we can do about it. And if he axes, then at least he took 4 damage from our Lab Gnome, right? That's still acceptable. So, coins the axe. That's... No, okay, Armorsmith works. I think we have to trade into that, though. If Armorsmiths get going, then things get ugly real fast. I'm really tempted by this. So we can deal 6 face damage right now, in exchange for 1 more armor and 2 minions instead of 1. We could just immediately... Well, yeah. So I think this 1 minion will deal more face damage than the armor gained. Actually, I could just play Snake here. If I play Snake, I can kill it next turn, that's fine. That's much better. So it takes 2 damage, then I can either trade 2 snakes in or play Abusive and kill it that way. That's fine. As long as he doesn't do really strange things with... Yeah, that's absolutely fine. If he had the axe, then that's okay. I think this is the actual better plan. That's strange. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, the turn does become a little bleak, though. Let's see. If I get Misha, then he trades both in. That's fine. If I get Leok, I can trade both into this thing, and then he has to deal with Leok. Or I can just go face. That's also acceptable. If I get Huffer, I can Huffer into this. I think Animal Companion's fine. Least desirable result? I'm not sure. If it's Patron, that's pretty bad. Then he gets to actually play a minion right now, and then Whirlwind or something. That would be unfortunate. This is an acceptable result, I think, though. As long as at least 1 snake survives, I think I'm getting the better deal here. It's just so... It's so awkward. I can just save a Sergeant, right? Do I really want to juggle this? I could just give him an armor. If I hit this, I'm giving him an armor. I don't want that. Do I trade first? That seems horrible.
Put this apple on your head.
We'll see what happens.
Fight, maggot.
Are we ever going face here? I think we're always going face here. This could end up wrong, but I'm not giving up that much damage. And he basically always trades the Armorsmith into something, and he can get 1 Whirlwind off, but then the Armorsmith dies. That's fine. Battle Rage is acceptable. He's not getting great value out of this Armorsmith right now, so that's okay with me. That's an ugly thing. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Okay, so I may just have to trade all of that off into the ghoul. Why are you doing that? Oh, because it trades into the ghoul, right? Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I'm losing a lot of damage here, but that's unfortunate. That's just the way it is. We are always just going ham, I think. Just need a few more turns. That armor smith may have given him more armor than was worth it. No, I think it's still. I think the move was still okay. The snakes were acceptable. That taunt is going to be real awkward, and this Worgen Infiltrator is going to be worthless right now. Ooh. I could just kill him if I top deck. No. I can't kill him if I top deck anything. Is that even worth playing? I could tempt him with the Infiltrator. Would that be good? I don't know if that would be good. This could deal 2 damage to face, but it could also spawn an army of patrons, which then... I think it's okay. I just need to deal the face damage, and this deals 2 face damage, pretty much always, so that's okay. So he plays Patron here. He does not play Patron here. Well, then I'm happy I played the Strap here. He might consider not attacking. That's probably the right call. I wouldn't do that if I were you. That just gives me outs to kill you. I really wouldn't have done that. But that's okay. That's not lethal, so that's fine. I'll just kill you little by little. He can trade the Loatheb in here, but then he can never use his weapon, because then that kills both of his minions. He may just let me... Oh, I would probably trade that into the Scientist. I could be wrong, though. He better have a way to get rid of that, then. Huh. Interesting. He also has to armor up. There are ways he doesn't die here, though, and that's actually a little concerning. Although the amount of damage he has on the field right now is not that exceptional. This is just the worst. This is just the worst hand imaginable against... Oh. Maybe I should have gotten those out of the way first. Oh, am I dead? Am I actually dead here? I'm actually dead here. Oh my gosh. How hard can it be? Just go face. It's... I don't know. What am I doing wrong, guys? What am I doing wrong? It shouldn't be this hard. We'll give it one more game. I'm still amusing myself, and in some way I enjoy seeing a face hunter getting his teeth kicked in, but I would rather it not be me, if I'm being honest here. I guess those draws were just the worst, right? We'll totally blame the game for this. Against a Warlock. I definitely don't want this. Unleash is going to be pretty good. I am able to actually coin something out. I guess the Juggler is acceptable. It deals with some things. And depending on what our opponent plays here, we can adjust our decisions. That is probably okay. So how badly do I want to play the Scientist here? I think I really want to play the Scientist here. Yes. Yes, I do. That could be the wrong call, of course. Okay, we're playing against a slower-ish Warlock deck, and that seems to be a good matchup. Yeah, I think that's a good matchup, so that's okay. I'm delighted to finally see something that is considered a good matchup. There are definitely still ways to lose here, but him tapping 2 turns in a row is very much good news for us. So there could be a Hellfire coming up. I think I'm still okay with that though. So let's just play the Juggler. We could just kill command phase here. Is that ridiculous? I think that's ridiculous, yes. We need to kill command as reach. So let's just get him low first and then keep the reach until afterwards. Can we kill him before Reno? I don't think we can. That's a concern. And again, our hand is not what I would consider amazing. We can kill command that. Do I want to kill command that? That does increase my damage output the coming turns, and he doesn't seem to have a way to get rid of the Knife Juggler, so that's okay. And it's probably acceptable. Does waste some amount of reach we have, so that's something to keep in mind, I guess. We do also have to worry about Reno coming down in the coming turns. But I don't think there's a real way we can avoid that, can we? So how low would we... There's no indication that he's... No. I think it's fine to just... I think I do want to get the secret out here. That is probably okay. So let's do it this way. Let's not overextend. Threaten to kill next turn. Then he Renos, he heals for 20, and I think we can still kill him through that. Although it will be hard. Don't let me fool you into thinking otherwise. With amazing snake luck, we could actually kill Lothap if he attacks. If he attacks here, that's going to be fun. But Lothap is probably dead. I like that. Let's see. Well, face damage is also important, so that's also good. Although every damage inflicted on face is something that's not... Well, he can play a board clear and a Reno, so I guess that's good. Kills the Lothap, does not kill the Lothap. Okay, please don't... Reno's acceptable. Okay, he's dead. Alright, he's dead. That's fine. Okay, a good matchup, finally. Okay, let's end on a high note here and call it a day for now. So that's Face Hunter. It's harder than it looks. It's harder than it looks, believe me. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have any suggestions on what deck, even a deck I have already played, that's fine with me. I can make some changes, or I can just explore it a little further. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.